What's up, y'all? It's your boy Prez from the Strickland at Presidente on Blue Sky at underscore Presidente on X. I'm here to talk about one silver lining from the annoying loss to the Lakers in overtime. And that is our defense, and specifically our isolation defense and our switching. We usually don't let our players switch. We allow the fewest isolations in the NBA, just about 5% per synergy. And in any given game, we usually allow somewhere between 5 to 12 isolations. For example, the last couple games, Memphis, Miami, Golden State, Boston, it all ranged between 4 on the low end with Golden State to 12 on the high end with Boston and Memphis. Versus the Lakers, we had 17 isolations, so we allowed more switching than normal. And not only that, but we allowed Karl-Anthony Towns to switch a lot more than normal. So we're going to get into the film and see how that worked out and why it's something that Tibbs should really allow more often. All right, first up, here we go. This is what we usually think of the Knicks isolation, right? OG versus Luka, our best defender versus their best player. He's really good at it, not gonna shock anybody, something Tibbs is pretty comfortable with. All right, let's fast forward to defense. Here, semi-transition, Cat gets matched up with Bron. Bron trying to get a little busy. Does his little look at the ball trademark move. Good contest from Cat, who's 7 feet tall. Guess what? He may be bad backpedaling, but he's still a 7-footer with a hand up, which is why he's better on the perimeter than he is on the interior. All right, let's go down here. Luka versus Deuce, much stronger. This ISO is notable because isolation means one-on-one, but that doesn't mean you can't have certain scheme around it. We'll see how it changes throughout this game, but in this instance, there's 3 players on the Knicks on 3 Lakers, and you see Hart sort of ignoring Jackson Hayes here, providing a little bit of help, and Cat shading a little bit. So no isolation is truly in a one-on-one vacuum. Here, good defense from Deuce, good deflection from Hart. Luka's crying like he did the whole game. Let's see what happens on the next one. Here we got Luka versus Mitch. Luka can make that shot. Mitch can defend that shot. It's not the worst odds play in the world, especially considering that Luka is really more a three-point taker than he is a three-point shot maker a lot of the times. He gets drawn to tough shots for better and for worse from distance. And Mitch can play out there. We know that. We've seen it. Last year, Mitch was used as much at the level as he was in drop, even though he never really got switched a lot. All right, let's fast forward to the next one. This is, let's see, Austin Reeves versus Cat. They really tried to target him. Austin Reeves is a great isolation player. I know we clown him, but like his stats are very good in ISO every year. Is this a makeable shot? Yeah, but it's tough. Karl Towns is a big dude going at you. So good defense by Cat. Luka versus Cat. Yeah, get the shoes ready. Step back, hand up. Enough closeout. Luka wanted to give and go right back here, but he didn't get it. Instead, out of bounds. Knicks ball. Shamet versus LeBron. Shamet giving up at least 40 pounds. LeBron elects to pass it. And Trey Jamison, the two-way player, scores on Mitch. Tough hook shot. Tip your cap. But better than a LeBron attempt on Shamet. So I'm telling you, isolations often result in subpar shots more than they should. That's why smart teams like the Celtics will switch and then bait other teams into what they think are good matchups that end up coming up with worse shots. Let's see what happens on this possession. Fast forward. Here we got Bron on Deuce. That's a true one-on-one. There's not really much help from anyone. Cat comes to help, which is great. This is much easier for Cat in terms of help because you have Hart and McCall guarding 3 Lakers. You don't have to have 3 Knicks guarding 3 Lakers on the weak side. On the weak side, you can have 2 players guarding 3 players. That frees up 1 Knick, in this case Towns, to help. But Deuce didn't really even need it because guess what? He's really fucking good at defense. Here we go. Bron versus Cat. Great fucking shot by LeBron James. Great defense from Cat. If that's how LeBron James has to score to win on an ISO, I'll take it every single time. Let's see the next one. Here, AR pulls it out against Cat. Okay, he absolutely finishes Cat on this one. So this is an example of why even good defensive bigs are eventually going to get cooked. But the odds are more in your favor than you think. And here, guess what? Even if a big gets cooked, you're still allowed to play help defense. Like I said before, here on the weak side of an isolation, you can zone up. You have Payne and Mikal Bridges guarding 3 Lakers: Dorian Finney-Smith, Trey Jameson, and LeBron James. You have that kind of flexibility to help on an ISO. Great verticality from Hart, great defense. Next isolation possession. Dalton Connect versus Deuce. You ain't got it like that, my boy. Rookie Dalton Connect, who is the same age as Deuce, not going to get that call. Unlike every other player on the Lakers who handles the ball. So this isn't an ISO, but look at Towns' closeout. He's just so much more athletic going forward than he is backwards. That's why he can do all those dunks, but why he sucks going backwards defending the rim. But that's not the isolation on this possession. Let's actually get to the isolation. It's LeBron versus Cat again. Again, you see, what are the Knicks doing? Guarding 4 with 3 on the weak side. OG is allowed to help. And OG and Cat, that's tough to finish over both those dudes. All right, next one. Let's see the next possession. We're in crunch time now, by the way. Luka versus Josh Hart. Cooks him. Gets down the court. All right, let's see the next one. Bron versus Cat. Again, this is like the 4th time, 5th time. Bron goes for a kill shot, up 3. You can take a little bit of a harder shot. Good contest from Cat. Not even particularly close from LeBron. Let's see what happens next. Luka versus Towns. Really, really good shot. Tough make. Great defense from Towns. Again, if that's the kind of make an ISO possession takes to be a success, you sign up for that if you're the Knicks. Here, remember, this is the 2nd time that Cat has gotten Luka to abandon a shot at the 3-point line and cause Luka to pass it. This time he gets the ball back, unlike the time before. Here, really hard to guard. Luka's best move. Misses it, but look, Cat is out of the play, but he's 7 feet, so he can still get a pretty solid contest. And you're still causing them to shoot a hard shot. Another advantage of isolation basketball. And that's it. Now we're back in the first quarter. Time is a flat circle. Hopefully the Knicks continue to allow Cat and the rest of their players to switch. There was no Jalen Brunson isolation defenses in this game, but he's been pretty good in those situations himself. You wouldn't know it from how we never allow him to do it, but he's actually held players to below 40% shooting on isolations for 3 years in a row. He's really strong, and he's just a stocky, tough dude to get up in your shirt. So the Knicks have defenders who are good at ISO defense. They should let them do that. That is my hot take. Hopefully Coach Tibbs saw what I saw, and we'll see what happens moving forward.